Hello, this is Scott, and welcome to the fifth segment in the Measurement Fundamentals series. In this review, we will define the term composition. Another way to use ratings to evaluate any media's ability to target an audience is to consider percent composition. Composition expresses the percent of a unit's impressions that are made up of a particular audience. Think of it as a pie chart with slices representing different unique audiences. It can be based on any demographic profile available in the GeoPath database. Let's look at how it's calculated using an impression-based example. The target audience impressions are divided by the base of the total audience impressions. Composition gives us a measure of audience concentration on a location-by-location basis. If a location, for example, has 7,791,000 total adult 18-plus impressions, of which 2,161,000 of those impressions are against adults age 18 to 49 with a household income of $75,000 or more, we get a 27.7% composition. What does that mean? 27.7% of this location's total impressions are against this defined audience. Locations that have a high composition of a target audience means that there is a much higher likelihood of the advertiser's message getting in front of the right audience, thereby minimizing wasted ad dollars. This is especially important when an advertiser has a narrowly defined target audience. Using high composition locations in a package allows us to consider a group of units with smaller impressions but with higher concentration of our target. These types of locations have a high quality value for advertisers. The value of more targeted units cannot be expressed by simply comparing the raw number of impressions, which is a quantity measure. In this example, there are 6 locations with target impressions. 2 units, P20 and P50, have similar levels of impressions against the demographic target audience. However, unit P20 has a higher concentration of the target audience, or percent composition, resulting in less wasted impressions. It's worth noting that unit P30 has the highest impressions but the lowest composition. If affordable, that unit would give an advertiser the highest quantity of impressions against the defined target, but more than 50% of the unit's impressions are not among the specified target. Locations with high impressions often can be more expensive, already in high demand, or both. If this is the case, selecting locations based on percent composition is a great solution. Using this approach, you can find units with average impression levels, but with a higher percentage of these impressions coming from the desired audience. This is an important evaluation criteria to maximize the number of ad dollars directed at the target audience. Evaluating multiple metrics such as composition, along with impressions, TRPs, and reach, can help select units creatively to meet the needs of advertisers. Some things to remember. Composition is the percent of a location's impressions against a defined audience, and it provides a measure of audience concentration. The more narrowly defined the audience, the more helpful the composition can be. Thank you for watching. We encourage you to move to the next topic, Composition Index, which builds on the ideas talked about in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us at geekout@geopath.org. Thank you.